maybe you will call traditional. I'm not as experimental as some of what is going on now, which I think is a disaster. I do not like John Asper. I do not like language school. I do not like Joy Graham. She teaches at Harvard at Cambridge, where I live. I find it very difficult. I don't understand what the point is. So, are you referring to poets like that? John Ashbery, Joy Graham, more contemporary. I can't think of the other names because I don't like them. So yes, I am going against the trend, doing what I want.
I'd like to ask you one more question. So you, as far as I understand, you don't consider poems to be traditional?
No, they're free verse. They are free verse.
Free verse. More free verse.
But they're clear. They're clear. There's always a trade-off. If there are two ways.
About the structure too.
Oh, okay.
Show the structure.
I figure there are two ways of looking at poetry. You use, and it's the same thing in painting, Daria. Either you use language as texture. That's what those experimental poets are doing. They're using it as texture. You don't always know what the meaning is. They think you're interested in the sounds, the different kinds of words they're using. Doesn't make a lot of sense. You lose the meaning, you gain texture. In my poetry, it's important for me to keep the meaning, and so I don't spend a lot of time with texture. And like if you compared it to painting, abstract art, you would call abstract art. I'm interested in paintings that have meaning, that you can understand what is happening there. So if that is traditional, maybe I am traditional because I care about meaning. And what is the poem? What is the poem here?
The point is about
Oh,
the
yes.
structure. All the
Yes.
stanzas.
Yes.
The stanzas are regular.
Yes, all my poems recently have been 7 4-line stanzas. I don't know, it just feels comfortable to me to write about chaos in a structure. To me, it makes it more contained. To write about hell, to write about heat, to write about darkness, death. I think it's an interesting paradox to put them in these forms, to put them in the 4-line stanzas, as opposed to wandering all over the page. I think I can make the same point in a structure as, in fact, I think it creates interesting tension between quatrains and chaos. I think it's an interesting idea.
В каком-то смысле стихи сию традиционные, и в каком-то смысле они нетрадиционные. Ну вот традиционно они в том плане, что все-таки написано традиционным четверостишьем, и, в общем-то, большинство из стихов написано именно вот, имеет 7 четверостиший, и как бы из этой структуры не выходит. Кроме того, стихи сию традиционно в том смысле, что она старается точно передать смысл того, что задумала, и если сравнивать их, например, с живописью, то ни в коем случае они не имеют аналогов с какой-то абстрактной живописью, скорее больше с реалистической. Ну, то есть вот смысл должен проступать. Конечно, с Верлибром ее, безусловно, роднит то, что ее стихи не имеют рифм, вот.
Кое-где имеет.
Кое-где. Но это, так сказать, рифмы скорее внутренние.
И размер кое-где тоже соблюдается. Это какая-то, ну ладно,
Ну,
это отдельный специальный разговор.
Ну, может быть, я пытался в своих переводах как-то невольно это
Я
передать.
посмотрел сейчас оригинал. Увидел, там есть подрифмовка, есть строки, которые точно укладываются в размер, там есть трехстопники, есть четырехстопники, вот, ну не важно, ладно, это отдельный разговор, профессиональный, не будем трогать.
Ilya agrees that he says that it is a very important talk, it may take a long time, and he also says that he found in your poems a sort of rhyme, and yes, and so it's not so simple to say.
Yeah, sometimes I use repetition, and let me see, which poem is it? Oh yes, my name is Sue Ann Owen, and so I wrote a poem in the Book of Winter called My Name is Snow. I took all the letters in Sue Ann Owen, And I saw how many words I could make with these letters. I made a list of words, and then I wrote a poem with the words that were in my name. And it was in the Book of Winter. And my name is Sue-Ann Owen, so S-N-O-W. What's the word for Russian?
Sneak. Sneg. Sneak. Sneg. Sneak.
Snow. Anyway, snow. And I had to go to some creative writing class at LSU with another teacher, and they, I guess they wanted me to talk about structure or something, and I said, this is my idea of the sonnet. This is my idea. This is a new different structure. It's a structure, but it's a different structure. I'm not writing sonnets. I'm not writing in rhyme. Sometimes I have very rarely rhymes. Internal rhymes, but I said this is a new structure. This is my sonnet. Just different structures, making up different structures. I also have and I was told never write poems about words. I did it anyway. Let's see. I have you write about. Let's see. This was supposed to be about T is for terror in this book. I took the word terror, T-E-R-R-O-R. I talked about in this poem what each letter looked like. I guess it was the capital letters. And I was telling the story of 9/11 and the trade towers being hit by the jets. T is for terror. What does that tall T think it is doing there, looming over the other letters like a treetop, no like a tower? What if the E next to it should want to topple it, the E with prongs, like an angry pitchfork intent on evil? In my mind, that was the airplanes coming hitting the towers in New York, the trade towers on September 11th, 2001, 15 years ago. So that was my telling, using the letters in the word terror, and I ended with, what about the fear still there? What about how the last R and it and terror hang around like gangsters to rough up hope? That was my version of 9/11. So, I'd take a different take on it, and so I'd create my own structures. There are structures.
Ну да. Ну вот дело в том, что Сью говорит, что, конечно, в ее поэзии присутствуют и внутренние рифмы, у нее есть много стихов, в которых она обыгрывает каждую из букв в заглавии. Например, стихотворение начинается «terror», вот, ужас, и каждая буква, она как бы является некоторой такой заглавной, в общем, она рассматривает значение каждой буквы в этом слове, террор, например. И это тоже можно считать как своего рода такого, дань, наверное,
Yes.
Даже не знаю, традиции это, ну, можно сказать, что с другой стороны, как бы...
Традиция Рамбо.
Да, это уже было вообще.
I think we're about finished. I was told not to write poems about words. I did it anyway. Do not write poems about poetry. One of the poems published in Orion poem is a poem about poetry. This is the poem that does this, the poem that that. So, death is taboo, darkness is taboo. Don't write about death. People want to be cheerful. They won't buy your books. Do not write about poetry. Sterile topic. Nobody wants to read poems about the making of poetry. I do it anyway. I don't care because I enjoy doing it. So, I think this is true in all the arts.
Она никогда не зацикливается на каких-то... Она вообще не любит говорить о биографических деталях, вот, в отличие от, скажем, Сильвии Плат. Ну, такой был поэт, который... Покончила она, поэтесса, самоубийством жизнь. Вот, ее поэзия полна такого биографизма. Стихи Сью, они не написаны в таком жанре вот, биографизма. И это тоже очень важно. С другой стороны, она говорила своим студентам, чтобы они писали тоже о том, что знают. Как бы, вот. С одной стороны, не о своих каких-то личных таких сугубо происшествиях, типа я там встал, 8 часов, пошел завтракать. Ну, и в то же время не слишком уходили в абстракции какие-то, вот графизма стараться обходиться. Поэтому такие поэты, как Чарльз Симик, вот, у нее повлияли в первую очередь, которые писали именно в таком ключе, вот, где героями становились какие-то неодушевленные предметы.